Hey, 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 what's up? Welcome to another episode of Hot in the City. That was loud. So, of course, Majan over here. I'm sorry.
See, this
Okay,
pro
my
that
bad,
we have
my
like
bad,
this.
my bad, my bad now, my bad.
I don't blame you. It's the
Okay.
pro I blame. Anyway.
Hannah on my right side.
please.
Don't worry. Auntie Hannah on my right side.
Hi.
Okay, I will feel sorry for you people. I will not do it. And on my left side, Auntie Lika in the
Stop.
building.
My name is Speaker, please.
Okay.
I never reached that.
Don't forget the Nancy Oliver.
That's it. Start again.
Madam Lika?
Nancy Bruce Oliver.
Nancy Bruce Oliver, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. Bruce Nancy Oliver. Anyway. But
So before we get into this episode, I wanted to give a great, big shout out to our sponsor today. Her company goes by Ledour.
Ledour.
Sounds French.
It sounds so elegant.
It sounds very chic.
Very chic.
Very serve.
So basically-
imagine going. I don't cut you, but
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
going to the store and be like, "Oh, I want those glasses. The ones that were made in the Gambian brand glasses, the Ledour."
Ledour. So basically about Ledour, they're minimalist and they're very bold accessory brand and their values are eco-conscious practices.
What?
And this is for people who are intentional, confident, and effortlessly stylish.
Okay. That's
So
us.
shout out to you, girl,
That's
for
us.
sponsoring
at you.
this episode.
Oh my God,
Tell us-
Maja! Oh, girl! Hey, auntie! The thing catch the dress. It catch the face. It's what? It's Ledour.
Ledour.
You knew she was wearing this thing. That's why she wore the outfit today with the color. Did you see color matching? Ooh,
Please. Can you picture me? I'm not looking at that expensive.
Chukuch.
This is so
It's
you
really
right
cute.
now. Like,
It's
I
really
think
cute.
This is
I want
just
to see myself.
monitor.
Go ahead. Shout out to you, Nyana. You are.
Packaging though is
Love.
really
No,
nice.
honestly, y'all,
Very
this
expensive.
packaging.
I feel like it's very
And she's very like earth conscious, like you know what I'm
No,
saying?
Seth, before that, as someone that's wear glasses in everywhere, this lens,
Yeah,
this,
it
this
suits you.
is clear.
Go tire for this.
Watch
thing.
her, watch her
but
wear
this
it for the
is-
rest of the
it's
season, bro.
clear.
But I'm here for it.
Wear,
bro.
wear it and see.
Yeah.
Come, you can actually tell that the quality of the
Yeah,
lens.
this is some good stuff.
It's good.
So yeah, she's on Instagram. You can follow her on Instagram and stuff like that. Let me see her. Instagram. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You too.
Ledour_GM on Instagram.
this?
Go ahead, girl.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
He's got me problem.
First of all, as Lika wears her,
Oh.
auntie, she looking like the rich auntie.
Yes, she do.
She the rich auntie.
No, you have to embrace it, like this auntie. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, licks. Yeah, licks.
Period.
see me,
Let them come and
Yeah,
talk to you
You
nice.
don't even talk to me.
Thank you. If you are not talking money, you're not
And you
making
know,
any
Nika, I can't
signs.
actually see your pupils. Like I can't
Yeah.
actually see your physical eyes.
There.
No.
Is that dark?
Come.
No, I can see from this,
Come, your
but-
is clearly. That's what happened
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
I'm seeing clearly,
I can't see you.
but you can't see me. That's what I mean.
Oh, but this is
it's
nice.
quality.
I feel like the quality.
Ledour. How much were you? How much did she say she is?
She be.
How
You're
much
gonna
she
have to
say?
go find out.
You guys go check her Instagram.
Ledour_GM.
As someone that wears glasses for a living, she got good stuff.
And she put our names on here too. So, oh my gosh, shout out to you,
put a
girl.
heart.
Yeah, she put a heart.
She's so cute.
We love you.
We love you, girl.
Thanks.
So, today's episode is going to be a very interesting episode. Let's get to, being serious. Stuff like, anyways, so this episode is gonna be touching on community and our differences and I guess the cost of the division between people and stuff like that, especially from what I've seen.
I love how you
in
just take
this-
topics from things that are happening.
That are
around
happening
us.
and it's things I've seen, So, I just want to say every community has its differences with the way we speak, where we come from, even the politics we follow. But sometimes the difference is they get so loud that you guys forget that we have a shared humanity essentially. Yeah. And so what happens when these differences divide us? And more importantly, how do we heal these differences essentially? So by the differences, I'm talking about the language barriers, the stereotypes we have of different groups, even the social statuses, and subtle biases that people may not admit openly. So we're talking about like workplace favoritism. When some people are talking about this demographic versus this demographic, blah, 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 or even going up to social media and doing like fighting and you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we basically see it everywhere. And sometimes like, it annoys me, to be honest, in like, it's one thing to joke, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, being a giant, everyone jokes, say, you giants, people can eat and stuff like that. Those are the things I don't mind like joking about, you know what I'm saying? But then when y'all start talking like, oh, I'm from this tribe or I'm from this place, so I'm better than so and so, that's when you guys lose me, to be honest. And it's happened to me like in real life where somebody was saying like, well, where I'm from, blah, 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 blah. The second you guys start thinking like y'all are better than a certain demographic or certain group of people, then honestly, I'm not gonna lie, y'all start sounding like these white supremacists, like these racist white people. That's what they say about themselves, like, oh, we're the superior race, da, 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 da. It's like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So I just wanna know like, what are your experiences like with that?
Okay, first of all, like you said, people need to understand that before tribes, it was humanity. We didn't have tribes back then. And what they called tribes back then is your clan, your people. Those are your go-to. Like, I take videos and say, this is my tribe. We're not the same language, but when I say this is my tribe, I mean, this is people that speak the language I understand. That's what they say when they say tribe, as in you speak the language I understand. It doesn't even have to make sense. It just has to make sense to me and you that are speaking it. But for today's generation, they're doing racism in black clothes. As in,
they're doing it's prejudice and stuff like that. And it's under that big umbrella when you start, I'm from this tribe, da, da, da.
We're from the Gambia. Gambia is small. The last statistics, I think it was we were at 2-point-something million.
And we're gonna get close to 3 million soon, sir.
In some countries, that's their states.
Thank you,
that's
their
states.
Cities.
Like,
Thank you.
Then neka deka bo hamne kom den daw torop pul di wax ne okay kii lii la mota du ma def lii kii lele la mota du taka kii I've been in a position that I've dated someone until halfway and the person was like, oh, I don't think me and you could get married because of your lii nga da 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 da. See, uncle, let's just get that clear.
Yeah.
Your linga did not put food on my table. Your linga did not write it in my forehead. Your linga tahut ne kuma di go on with my life.
Yep.
But just cause man I can suck it up and move on, tahut ne kenen daf kumun. This thing that they're calling tribalism or whatever they want to call it is actually damaging us to the point neka duñu defar. If it comes to politics, it's there.
Yeah.
If it comes to religion, it's there. If it comes to the workplace, it's there.
Friendships, relationships.
It's there. Relationship. Everywhere. Low and what I buy. Because like you said, it's building a barrier that is not allowing us to see our full potential.
Yep.
Because you also so deke si deka bo hamne, okay, ki lila, mota bugu nyo def li, wala ki lele la mota bugu mako votal, wala ki le, deka bidemut kanam. We need to understand that people, if you're standing or representing people, people are after the sense you have in your head. They're not after the fact that you're akunga. They're not after the fact that you're njagonga. They're not after the fact that you're sarahulega. No, they're after the fact of the message you have to send across. They're after the fact that come yo munga ekati dekabi yobulen fi. They're after the fact that you are taking care of the whole company. Like that thing of lolu hejut fisa. Lolu. Man akula. Kuma wodne akula do magom. But I enjoy it. And then I grew up in a house that they were full out. But my grandma raised fullers, jolas, mandinkas. Everybody was raised in our house. So man, in the house I come from, there's nothing like tribalism. There's nothing like religious barrier. Because everyone had a chance. We didn't care of you. I can speak fuller, but I forgot because Numa Dekalon, Nan so they can ask it pull. So say mange foratu bakala mo yeni ne bakala de ga deuma so den ma de re den ma ne how do you live in Bakau te degulo so man Bakau se ko tali bi la de ga man de ko ma so se town but lolu taxut when you say something I'll hear you I will understand you if it's saga la ñu ko namun nak so se mom do ko mëna jangati mu lo saga bobu mun na ko jola mun na foratu because lan I grew up in a house that was a little community comme head bu nekk mun fa noonu leen war a jàppee Gambia te noonu comme dëkk bi noonu la dee gën a sori even not just dëkk but loo munti def soo leen jàppantewee bu feel loo too proud pour jàppa ki loxoom the circle is gonna move but if we hold hands and one person takes their hand back, the circle is not a circle.
Yeah, it's a broken circle.
Munti ñëw dafay daanu. Su nekkee dafa nekk di flow nii. Su ñëwee fii dafay tuuru. So it doesn't make sense. When we say tribe, when we say culture, when we say whatever we're saying, those are things that are bringing us together.
Yeah.
So ko xoolee.
Yeah.
The person that created tribe or whatever, those are things, tribe was created to bring people together. To be able to identify people. Pour ne man, okay, man lii laa, ñu xam ne yow lii nga. Te loolu yëpp soo ko xoolee, if you look at the old days, the reason why tribes and clans came in, so they can differentiate who these people are.
And that's it.
And that's it.
It had nothing to do with trying to divide yourself.
Okay, I can get it if they say this is a king, this is a queen, this is from the royal family. Yes. But after that, we don't do those things. There's some countries, like let's say India, they have so much tribes to the point where they have the last caste.
They have the caste system.
Come and lolu soko hol. How much money na farlook? I'm not film bu jaartes daan génne bu amoon gaay Indian yi bil nga Dalit.
Yeah, like black Indians.
Yes. That's my first time of encountering a word called Dalit. And then there's this food program I watch. His name is Sonny. He travels the world and then he but when he talks about the food, he doesn't just talk about the food, he talks about the culture, the community and comme ki mu la wane with the Dalits comme ñi dañ leen outcast bi nga xam ne ñi ay janax leen dee lekka comme ñoom rek dee lekka janax. That is how bad it is.
That's crazy.
So people that comme ñun Gambian yi dee du ma people sax ñun Gambian yi dee toog man lii la moo tax du ma wax you're dumb.
At the end of the day, what comes first is you guys are Gambian.
My culture did not give me my degree.
It did. Thank you.
My culture did not graduate me from school. My culture or my tribe did not put the food on my table.
And also when we were in high school, we met all kinds we never thought of, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they come from this side of the country or da-da-da. We never thought of that. It was just like, yo, we're all in this one school.
We're all in this one school.
In the same uniform. What else is there?
No, man, I'm feeling soon we're Gambian. We all should be one.
Thank you.
You don't need to say, man, aku Gambia la, man, aku Japanese la, man, aku lila. No. Man, dama feel ne, so len we're Gambian, rek man, munna ikati suma loho.
Don't you need Gambian? Muno no nyo wa.
No, the Gambia and its 7 tribes.
Honestly.
And the thing is with this topic, they're very sensitive.
It is.
As much as more come like soko dewa, you know, you just need to
buy help.
And I feel like them thing to a point Bohamatene, I understand soon mama because two of them started. But obviously with time, you know, need to get exposed, but I feel like let go of certain things. And I feel like we should. You know, these things define the new some way, somehow, but not 100%.
Just in terms of like the practices and stuff like that.
Exactly.
That's it.
It's not really 100%. It'll be meaty because yesterday I was having a conversation with a friend.
Go closer to the mic.
Sorry. I was having a conversation with a friend. Mune uncle because that's how things are. So my uncle boom just them on mum demi America. Dafa am yana haritam yo xamanteni another language bo xamanteni daf they call guy they communicate ak guys see that language. So uncle am ko ne well if you're going to be speaking that language in my house then nga step out nga won wax sa hariti.
What?
And he's like okay mune lo gis rek there's a reason why. He didn't actually question. He's like, you know what, harma ajuma gina madam work conversation. So madam sibiti mudem sibi work conversation bepare and then mudel war mudem wax uncle munuma understand like yo yangi joge Gambia and uncle bi def di lak every lanka fi di sarahuli bi all of bi akobi everything but he's this particular bena funun. So munuma understand like yo da nga di laka li bepare how comes yo suma di laka lenen nga nek di complain because of dafa am benn particular laka bu ko def dara so loolu moo tax def ko kooku mu ne ko ne but yow doo mun a jàppee benn nit bu la def dara out of that laka nga bëgg koo téye léegi xool ko against laka yëpp si biir Gambia bi and I'm like well I mean you're kind of right boobu noonu waaye dafa am ñeneen ñoo xamante dafa am ñeneen they just hold certain things dearly to a heart seen boppa boo xamante jaral na leen lu nekka but I feel like the Gambia loolu xëju fi Gambia mu ndaw.
Just take an example of us when we started. All of us are fluent in English, but our comment section You have to speak more languages. You have to do it. The reason why we speak English is because it's the colonial language.
Official language.
That's the official language. Yen mi nega di wane dunde. Ha da ngeen fogg ne ñun suñ mënon laka yëpp ci Gambia bi du yen
you know what I mean much easier wallahi
yéen gis ñun dañ di laka ak olof ba ci diga ay English ba ci diga ñu def ci olof ci doole ci olof ñu defal bés boo du wax ma doxuma ñaar ñetta ñeneent fukka kiling comme man
su lagé sa mu ñu té
ñun people from Sierra Leone when they speak they laugh at us.
Yeah. They look at us like
they laugh at us. People like the Soninkers too, when they hear the normal Mandinka, they laugh at them.
All of it, soon Guinea across the borders.
Poli you dey joge Guinea. Poli you dey joge Guinea ñoom. Then they re. So léegi man dama bëgg xam. Okay, they're saying tribalism. Dama bëgg xam ban tribe mooy bu Gambia bi.
There's no one tribe at the end of it.
Because if it's from Mandinkas, they're from somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
They came.
Yeah.
Fulas.
And I think that's how it is for a lot of countries.
When they don't capture us, when they don't capture back. Fulas,
they're from somewhere. They came.
Yes.
Manjagos, they're from somewhere. They came. Sarahules, they're from somewhere.
A lot of the history for a lot of these countries, that's how it is.
Us, Akus, we're from somewhere. We came. Jola, they're from somewhere. They came. So please, us that I won't even say us because man hatuma hol come here. Yen mi nekk di wax bu di impose ne tribalism dafa war a am o man lii laa duma def de wax leen ñu ban mooy bu Gambia bi.
At the end of the day, si fekkee ne ñoom dañ nekk di encourage loolu sax def dinañ sonna ñu ñëpp fii because ku nekk su buggee téye sa bopp si benn particular nga ne okay because of kii lii la duma ko support kon ñu ñëpp dinañ daanu duñ dem kanam.
Moo tax ñu ngi sonna.
Because everybody wanna hold their hands and say oh I'm not going to support this person because he's not this or she's not that. Like
waaye loolu moo tax ñu ngi sonna. Go on.
Yeah, and I think also like your point about your friend's uncle is that at the end of the day for each people it doesn't matter political whatever ideology, be it your religion, whatever, there's always going to be a sect of people. They're just terrible and they just happen to be of this religion and of this tribe.
So you cannot hold
that because if that's the case, with the way some of these Gambian men behave here, they will come and they'll cuss us all out.
Yeah.
All these, I'm just saying, if we're going to keep it 100.
To be honest.
If we're going based off that, nobody's going to be coming to Gambia.
No.
If we're doing kuneka tribe, religion,
every one of these groups. Like if you want to really take it back, like
let everybody go back. Who's going to be left?
Who's going to be left? No one's going to be left there.
The people that colonize us.
Thank you.
I mean,
and I just feel like
and even those people, they don't want to even come back to where they're coming from.
Exactly. And I think also like people like what I would say like the cost of this division is that people have missed opportunities.
Yes, because of this.
Because of this. And then how this prejudice like also creates mistrust and resentment. And then also with this generational cycle, while you're talking like this, your kids are picking up and then they continue that cycle.
Exactly what I wanted to say. Because tam daf the si household bo you know, this nga lu gis ni tay mu don dafa the most of the time sa kër la day jóge because 95% of the time, especially xale so jógee school, it's either sa school bo or sa kër la. It's either you're seeing your parents, you're doing it, maybe your uncle, maybe your
and then
auntie,
you heard it and then you're thinking this is okay. It's not.
Especially su nekkee loo xamante dafa xew between sa ñaari relatives seen kër and then everybody's just like keeping quiet. It's like, I mean, so this is fine. I can actually do this outside and everything fine. Now, to your surprise, nga génn nga def ko leneen mu génn si yow yaa ngi foog ne but suma papa suma yaay def nañ ko kër te dara xew so tam war a xew fi.
Exactly. Kids are sponges, so you have to be careful what you're talking. We need to educate them.
Xale lañ, you know, dañ leen wax ñuy toog ñuy wax ak gaay xale lañ di waaye gis nga xale duy fàtte de. Hale you get that smart 10 times.
They're sponges. They take everything like this.
You really need to talk because, bro, you need healthy.
Educating them is one thing.
One thing,
Giving them the right education is another.
Yeah, and walking the walk. Because it's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to actually...
Are you doing it? Are you practicing it?
Because they're going to be like, you told me this, you're doing something else.
Okay, sa doom maa ngi dem school. Mung fa ak poli, ak
everything, people from different countries. Thank you.
Especially us that went to an international
Indians
school.
and the Lebanese people too.
Japanese.
Sierra Leonean teachers we had there too. All of them were there.
So, okay. Yow sa kër yaa ngi wax sa doom bi head bi dupul yow sa niveau mo upper head bi. Come, you're the tribe you're from,
or the religion you're from,
we're bigger than
or
these
the
people.
country you're from.
So you're so associate ak ñi da nga war a feel ne yow yaa jógee si buuru wala dara. Come, okay, you're sending that child off to school to think that he or she is better than whoever is coming at them.
Yeah.
And this is something I saw. Like there are parents that will be sending their kid to school and telling them, okay, your doomu buur nga, nga bëgg nga xam loolu foo munti dem. Si life bu nekk nii jamono bi fu mu toll amul doomi buur amul doomi saraxkat. Ñu ñëpp a ngi utkat sonakat la utkat dafay sona. You as the parent, are you telling your child that you're working 5 jobs, that you're falling down in the snow, that you're still answering to a white man, that you're washing toilets? No, you're not telling them that. But you're busy telling them that this tribe is not good, this tribe is the... Okay, yow léegi jur nga sa doom yare nga ko noonu bil nga hatred boobu si moom yow nga dem yàlla tele laa génne àdduna nga dem nga bàyyi ko fii kooku mu ngi foog ne àdduna bi yëpp moom moo tegu si kaw ñëpp te yàlla xam ne lu yàlla xam rek doy na yow foo war a dem jàng sa doo jàng foofu because danga wax ne diw
that's where now the streets will teach you some lessons.
And when the streets teach you you go
that one goes
you go learn
you will learn
you go learn
to learn that
because parents need to understand that especially for us that are Gambians because I don't even want to talk outside. Gambians need to understand that Gambia dafa ndaw trop.
And we just,
I tribalism. Dama mënut a wax bi sax because man.
Or prejudice sax, just in general sax.
Because man, it's not word boo xam ne national because man dama feel ne as long as you're a Gambian. And I'm not place pour
and your character is correct. You're not doing anything. That is the most important thing.
See, it was all funny when we would say so say ñoo de wax kia, aku ñoo de wax lii, jola ñoo de wax. It was funny.
I used to get that when I was younger. Yeah. There's the same way I'll pronounce like H, like H.
Ki ñak la.
I've literally
that's the fun we had with tribalism. Comme ñun loolu leen xamoon pour tooñante lii ka yow moom aku nga moo jaa yow moom yaayeen ni yàppa ngeen xam aku yi jàng leen xam joolaay lifin leen xam nay di gënee xaalis comme ñun loolu leen xam but the way they're turning this tribalism to turn into a war xëjut fa.
And one thing I also want to say, these are okay. I feel like ñeneen ñi tamit I don't know. I just feel like sometimes you just need to be respectful. And especially if we don't have that rapport and you start saying certain stuff about where I'm from, that's the time some certain people now take it personal and then you start saying, but dama don chahan.
Sometimes the joke has some truth to it, or sometimes people like to.
Especially if we are not like that.
We're not like that,
for example,
exactly.
like, okay, ñun ñetta nii. I feel like when it comes to ñun sun tribe or whatever we are, they don't want to chat to a point that we know we don't mean certain things we say, especially in this
and
group.
we won't even take it that far.
Honestly, it will not even cross my mind.
It won't cross my mind.
Because I'll just laugh about it and then I move. But then if it's coming from somebody outside, Muhammad and me and you don't have it like that, and you're saying it in some certain way.
Now you're going to be defensive. Yeah. Excuse me?
Get to that
it shouldn't.
No, but to me, I just feel like let's just respect each other. Let's just respect where we're from. Respect the important in general. Even someone nyaksa, nitla.
Wow.
That's the most important.
And that's the way the differences also come, where it's like you start looking at the person as like they're not a human being. And that's what we've been seeing with some of these, they call it conflict. It's not a conflict too.
Gis nga ñu nekk di wax ni yëpp ñu nekk den tukki wut.
Yeah.
Gis nga soo tukkee lii ka bela nit won ne nit ku ñuul nga tukki neen yow xam nga.
Thank you.
Yow xam nga.
No, honestly, Monia, when it comes to racism, I've never experienced it because obviously I've been in the Gambia. But let me tell you something. The first time I experienced that, it wasn't funny, you know. It wasn't funny. Then I was like, Gambia, we are joking, we are doing tribalism. Yeah. These people are looking at my collar like
they don't care that you're
I'm going in a shop outside. At some point I thought I stole something. I'm like,
like did I take something? Yep.
Man suma last trip bi man dem naa Malaysia di dugg si store bi ni jigi góor baa maa xool nii fu ma dem ma toon mu xool suma last trip bi ma dem si supermarket bi dan fa laa dem bëgg maa tudda dëkk bi sax ma dem si supermarket I bought what I'm buying the cashier he's a guy a grown up man toog fees toogu bi ma koo jox xaalis bi kii nii la def laalut suma loxo bi nii la coppatee xaalis comme si laa wax ne kon man tamit am na ñu ma jéppi.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what's crazy is even in the North African like countries as well.
Bro,
the bad experiences and it's just like, bro, we're all from the same continent.
No.
And we most likely have the same religion for most of these countries, for example. But they just look at you, they're like,
you're just led and
they say, this? And they don't care if you have the same religion, nothing.
So they can you nen bi nekk si biir Gambia bi boo xam ne rëyut boo xam ne mu ngi am ni state. ñu ngi bañante. How are people outside want us or like us?
Exactly. You don't even like your own people.
Lika billahi den ko experience it.
No, honestly, man, I bu ma ko experience. I was shocked because then I went back at the hotel and then I was like, Wow.
That's the same thing I did. I'm
It's like, what was that? Yeah.
dama tawa si said man mun na am there's something because hanga man legi mo dam dey bëgg blame sama wax njëkka bala may blame sama no ma xoolaat sama wax man sontem na the clothes we wear but I had on sweatpants and a t-shirt I was dressed normally
yeah.
I was not
You
was
instantly
exposed.
know, even though musud ñoo dal, but we watch movies about those things.
Yeah.
We see it happen like on news, on da. So when they do that to you, instantly know, oh wow.
Yeah.
It's happening to me.
It's the same thing that happened to me before I even moved to America, sir. There was a specific, I'm not going to name the country, there's a specific Middle Eastern country I went to with my family. My dad was working there at the time. And it was funny. I remember we went to the zoo and these people were looking at us like they have never seen black people in their life. Like to the point where it's like they were literally stopping and staring. And I'm just looking at them like, mind you, this was like 2008, 2009. So I'm like 12, 13 years old.
You don't even know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you people. And then also me moving to America and living in North Carolina, especially the southern state, them states that have deep Confederate flags or KKK, like this. Let me tell you something. I don't even touch that. Them, they don't care. They don't care where you're from. They just see this.
You're done.
You're done. That's why when you're driving, especially like when you're driving through like different states, make sure you fill up your tank. Anyone in America will tell you this. There's certain towns, do not even try to stop there. As a black person, like what do they call sundown towns? If something happens to you there, they're gonna keep quiet. I swear to God. Those are the most racist towns. You black and you stop there. It's done for you.
Examples. Do guys in this guys and Kunta Kinte.
I was about to even come to that, sir.
Do guys ko. Legi, forget tribalism. Okay, because legi then just
we're talking about prejudice, racism.
Guy understand being racist and being tribalist is the same.
The same thing. Once you start thinking you're superior than the other one,
but it's not the same.
Start somewhere.
Dama bëgg understand loola nekk di def seen mbokki Gambia ni loola tubaab bi doon def Kunta Kinte.
Yep. And they were justifying it because they thought they were better than the other.
Because ku nekk seetaan na Kunta Kinte.
Everyone knows the history.
Ma explain ko si term boo xam ne gars nañ ko mën a understand. Yow man mini aku bi lu ma nekk di def olof bi loola tubaab bi doon def. Olof bi lu mu nekk di def ñak bi loolu lañu tubaab bi doon def te loolu xejut fi. Don't shout independence. We want our right, we want to stand for ourselves and we don't even want to hold ourselves.
Yeah.
How can you build something if the foundation is not there? We are the foundation. We as a community, we're not as a tribe. We as a Gambian community are the foundation to whichever infrastructure we want to build, being it education, being it financial, being it political, being it whatever it is. We as a collateral, we, ñooy foundation bi.
Collect.
Fii benn nit mënut a ekkati dëkk si yow. Loolu bu la kenn na. Mun naa taxaw président tey ñu votal ma toog si office bi defuma fa sala yaay ndeer. Lu yow dama fa dem toog rek because ñu ma fa def. Benn nit ameewul dëkk. Benn nit ameewul kër sa ba di amee dëkk. Yow gis nga benn nit su amee kër nu mu dee métti.
Bro, you can
doo leen lekkee suba doo leen lekkaat bi guddi. Su cash ba suñ taalee suñ du wax si sax su ma taalee fan bi ma gaaw fekku. Loolu yëpp because mu ngi jógee si benn nit poosam. Léegi imaginal yaay bi mu ngi def papa bi mu ngi def xale bi out mu ngi def xale bu ndaw bi sax si kër bi sax su wàccee school mu ngi def. We're working as an engine.
Yeah.
Part bu nekk mu ngi lifin oil baa ngi flow. It is working smoothly. Man xam naa ne tey su ma neexee de su ma demee si suma yaay Mojaan ma ne ko lii Mojaan na ma jàppale. Mojaan jëkkëram su ñëwee su ko waaye lii ak lii jëkkëram na ko jàppale jëkkëram mu ngi indi. Moom mu ngi indi mag bi out ñu ngi indi. Kër bi kenn du sona. Waaye yow nga ma jaay ne ok man olof laa man du ma def lii. Man aku laa man du ma def loolu dafay tax dara du dem. Moo tax ñun Gambia mënuñoo dem kanam. Because dañoo dem bi si kanam hay aku bi moo nekk suma gannaaw xaaral ma lifin nii. Léegi ok yow lifin nga ni demee ne le nga bëgg a dem start feneen si loo xam ne start nga ko ba pare mu ngi dem all the aku needed to do was just put her hand so it can go forward yow nga ne mu ko ala segem aku la kay doo ko def nga demaat nga dem start feneen moo dooraat nga spend foofu beneen 5 years pour invent dara nga inventaat ba si kanam ñu gis ne ok joolaa bi moo la gën a ëpp sens joolaa bi rek ko mën a doxloo nga ne non man joolaa bi liggéey suma compagnie man leen nga demaat ba kañ yow you're never you would never succeed and loolu moo ñu nekk di dal as a community as Gambia we cannot succeed because we're still hell bent on this person or this tribe is not going to sit, this tribe is not going to do, and it's not going to work. Sis, it is not going to work, bro. I
feel like suñu bëggee dëkk bi dem, let's just put that aside,
yeah.
and just ñu ñëpp ñu am benn objective mooy pour dëkk bi mu dem. Naa gis nga suñu defee loolu, that's the time dëkk bi la moo dem. Waaye su bëggee nekk foofu noonu di wax ne ok man du ma def li just because kii mu ngi tax dafa mel ni comme ay xarit rek ñoo xamante ne maybe ñu ngi am problème or whatever, so ñoom ñëpp ñu ngi bëgg a dimbale benn xarit bi, but because ñoom ñëpp ñu ngi toog ku nekk mu ngi téye ba man ma ko dee man ma ko by the time you know yéen a ngi gaayante yéen a ngi reyante instead of ngeen focus on one goal bi mooy pour ngeen rescue keneen li ku nekk mu ngi man du ma ko téye de xam nga buum bi
buum bi dafa lifee
mu ngi dee
buum bi njaago la
nañ indi suñ xarit bi force ko indi lee ba pare su ñëwee we can settle the matter. And I feel like when it comes to tribalism, especially country development of the country, that rule, please, ngir yàlla ak yonent nañ ko tegee si maa ngi wax ngir yàlla when did I be
ngir yàlla ak yonent bi waaw nañ leen ko
and you know I feel like also with this division I just feel like it makes us weaker because you cannot fight corruption, you cannot fight unemployment, you can't even fight poverty because you're looking at the other person and doing like this.
The foundation of Gambia is weak.
And because of what?
Because
religious differences, tribal differences.
You know, they want the community is the pillar of every community. You know what I am saying? Come like we are the pillars. We're not standing as the pillars. Because you're saying, man, do maneka alkalo bakaw, man maneka aku. You're gonna man bugulo dem jena kir bakaw because alkalo bi akula. Comme you foolish ñoo fi dee nekk di xew si biir dëkk bi léegi nañ jël exemple ñu ñëpp ñu jàppalante comme tribe bu nekk ñu ñëpp ñu jàppalante ngeen xool da Gambia du dem kanam. Gambia dafa neexa comme Gambia you all need to understand Gambia is not big you people need to travel and understand even the world map the African countries came together and said they need to make a new map because the way they are protecting Africa is actually bigger than that.
And you know what's crazy? That even reminds me that the Berlin Conference before they came together with one goal. It did not matter that Germany and Spain, they did not look at each other. You're from another continent. They came together with one goal to colonize this. Colonize. Astaghfirullah, I'm sorry. That's not funny. But like they came together with the goal of colonizing a whole continent.
And they did.
That's the goal. So they don't even look at where I'm coming from.
Thank you.
At this point, our goal is to colonize this people. Let's just come together.
The enemy of your enemy is my friend.
Thank you.
Right now.
They say we have the resources. We want human capital. We're going in there.
Our enemy in this country is supper, brokenness, money, financial breakthrough. For us to do that, we need to pray. We need to hold hands.
Hands like this?
We need to hold hands. The Spirit of God needs to flow in us. Make we stand as a country
like this.
and as a community.
You see this like this?
It go flow. You go see it flow.
Let's be honest, and I feel like the load is even lighter. Because
when I'm together,
I feel like it's just. But imagine Mojan holding my hand.
Lika is resting on Mojan. Mojan is resting on me.
Somebody else resting on somebody else. Yep.
Imagine
the circle of life,
bro.
Affairs def dem nanka di def nanka ku nekk sa ton dina ñëw yow jàppa si rek. But that thing of I don't want to do this because this person is this mu yóbbuwut kenn fen wax leen ma one person bu mu yóbbu kanam. Ne okay man suma I get it comme waaw man akulaara ma bëgg a jàppale suma mbokki aku yi you know it's one thing pour ne dama bëgg a jàppale suma mbokki it's another thing pour condemn a whole tribe just because ñoom lii leen wala dara and then focus on yourself. That's pure selfishness. Te ñun Gambian yi ñu ngi over bëgg a selfish for being selfish for the wrong reason nag moo gën a bon. Yow yaa ngi selfish dëkk boo xam ne yow sa nelaw doyut ñun Gambian bi léegi even the 1% of the 1% they are crying. Ku la wax ne fii nekk di jooy mu ngi laa nax.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Da nga gis fii sa koñ bi comme koñ bi sa koñ mu ngi yaaxu nga ne déedéet du ma ko defar nga ne government ñu ngi ñëw maa ngi fay tax waaw dëgg la ñu ngi fay tax but koñ boobu government
if you know you can do it just do it.
Who is the government though?
We are. That's what they don't know.
We the people.
They don't know that the people is the government.
Yeah.
Y'all need to understand that.
We shouldn't get into that whole individualistic this thing. That's what they be doing in the other countries. That's why the countries are looking somehow because everyone is thinking about the interest and they're not thinking about the community as a whole and stuff like that. For example, but even down to even like for example, children. You know me, I don't play about kids. I don't play about kids. And for example, a country like Japan, I would say Japan, I would give them as an example. they will look. That's why kids are able to get on. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. These school children are able to get on the train, on the buses,
on their own.
And they're looking, and everyone else is looking out for them. Yep. That they're that comfortable that they're able to do all of that. You know what I'm saying?
In Japan, they follow the rules.
They follow the rules. Granted, they have their own. You know what I'm saying? They have
their own thingy.
You know.
But ñu la wane deka bi lika comme ñom yep comme da ngeen stupid len so len stupide sax da nga xamne there are rules in place yow leer na la su la nit yi di doxé ni yow ni nga wara doxé ni nga ñëwé setan na be setan documentary comme sem prison ni nu mel comme ñom fofu they are very keen on being comme lan moy word bi comme am yar comme they are very keen on am yar comme si biir train yi sax lika you know the yeri pim
they're very quiet.
They are very quiet. They don't talk. Even your mineka for the then not on the whole like there's something wrong with you. Yeah.
I remember seeing a video like that. I saw a video like that. If we're just talking like this,
they will think that there's something wrong with you.
Like, they're gonna be like, this one is a tourist.
No,
this one don't understand. This one don't understand.
They could come in Angleterre. You have the dañu nekk ci biir boss bi. Do you? La saga ndey.
As a deka yena ko wara defar.
But ñun ñoy deka bi.
We're the generation that's getting older.
Come together and say they buga change deka bi.
How will we collectively come together when we cannot even stand each other?
And that even reminds me, this is a very sensitive part I'm going to, so forgive me if I misspeak, but with these divisions there and over the decades, and I'm going to use Africa as a whole as an example with these civil wars. For example, Nigeria had a civil war in 67 to 70, and it was again, you guys will come and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is based on the research I did. It was ignited by ethnic tensions between the Igbo people and other groups. And there was a bunch of anti-Igbo stuff, and then boom, next thing you know, there was a brutal conflict, and there was a significant loss of life. So it's not only that, the genocide that happened in Rwanda back in 94. Hutu, Tutsi, it was a horrific genocide. They said approximately 800,000 Tutsis and moderate Hutus were killed in just 100 days. 100 days.
Look at Freetown.
Darfur conflict. 2003 till present, that there were ethnic tensions between the Arab militias and non-Arab tribes that led to widespread violence and displacement. And then South Sudan, from 2013 to 2018, ethnic rivalries. And then also there was a political power struggle between like these communities, which led to mass atrocities. And then Sierra Leone, 91 to 2002, it involved ethnic and political tensions.
They're still recovering.
And they're still recovering. So it led to, again, widespread atrocities and also the use of child soldiers.
Oh, that one was for Freetown and Rwanda.
Thank you, and Rwanda too.
Freetown and
so
Rwanda?
Think about that. Think of this, for the Rwandan genocide, 800,000 people died. Imagine that, astaghfirullah, imagine that happened in Gambia.
Just because
800,000, that's a good chunk of the population.
No, if 800,000 come jackpot for this, wait till we go come feel left with.
It's not a jackpot if they buy.
Exactly.
Now to close the country, we just close the country. Everybody just.
Exactly.
So they say community because they can raid it.
That's what I'm saying. You at least afford 800,000. 800,000 right now.
So I just feel like these are. I just wanted to give these as an example because I feel like these are reminders that these are potential consequences of unchecked divisions. And yes, the countries are different, whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like that was the how do I call it? The catalyst for that. The foundation of these genocides. Imagine killing your fellow country people because they're a different tribe. A different religion, because there's also religious conflicts. Yeah. Again, that also doesn't even make sense to me because if I'm not mistaken, one of the biggest sins is killing some unprovoked. Oh, this is not you're doing it in self-defense. It's self-defense, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's another topic, but unprovoked because you don't like another group of people, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. For me, I never saw a difference because my dad's side and my mom's side, they're different tribes. Mm-hmm. They're from different tribes, but they didn't look at each other. I had never heard my parents, my aunts, my uncles on either side talking like that.
This man, you did a few, them they just want one thing. Because me, I'm a firm believer of God. Oh. Yeah. Those people, they don't believe in God. Wallahi, as in, because You're so gome if you have faith, because in all religions you're taught to have faith, because God is not someone you see or something you see.
God is love.
You see His doings. You look at the sky and see how beautiful the sky is, and you'll be like, MashaAllah, that's God's work.
But wait, hold on, just take us a lot of Pierre. The fact that we are wait, on a regular like this, on a normal basis, we know, me and you and everybody in the room know, say every day, if it's one sin we commit, then we will go back to this God and say, forgive me.
Yep.
And yet still, He has not still done anything. Dina la balal nga jugaat elik nga dem nga def bu gëna bon nga ñëwaat nga ne ko balal ma mu ne I've forgiven ba léegi deful la dara. And who are you to think that you
can end life?
The life we know creates, number one. So why are you ending somebody's life just because nekut your low neka?
And that's the biggest, what I've said this to somebody before, the biggest test for tolerance is when someone is not living the same life you're living. That is when you really, because it doesn't believe what you believe. That's when the biggest test, because obviously when you guys, some people, they just want to be fake tolerant, fake non-judgmental. It's because the stuff you're not judging them on, you're doing the same thing. But like I said, the real test is if the person comes from a different lifestyle from you.
Yep.
That is when you really, that's when the test is. Because I think a lot of people who claim that they're non-judgmental, they're lying. They're lying. They're all judgmental, one way or
not
another.
That we are all.
Let me tell you something. You know, sometimes you cannot just resist it. Because you're like, how come she's doing that and I'm not doing
that? Exactly. And the thing is, I don't even look at that side.
That's what I'm saying. But maybe you're just thinking like, how comes? But do they may know maybe it's the negative side, but you would one way or the other say that. But I don't know to that extent, Muhammad in mullo constant just because like he doesn't believe what you believe in, or he's not doing what you're doing, or
as long as the person is not hurting anybody.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Respect number two. Mind business.
Exactly.
Why are you bothered?
I feel like more of us need to be doing that.
Honestly.
Just hold on to the person like this because you want to help them, because they're your fellow human being. That's it.
That's a fellow human being. Not a fellow Jola.
No.
Fellow human being.
And then I want to also say, like, these are like, when it comes to, I would also want people to be more empathetic to other people.
No, but it's not come from
to see them as individuals. So
it all comes down to you not say you have faith in God.
You cannot.
You not say you believe in God and then hate God's creation.
Thank you.
Let's put aside.
Hey, repeat that.
Let's put aside tribe and whatever it is. But me as a Christian or you as a Muslim, we're taught to love God. And in God's commandments, He says, love thy neighbor like thyself.
Thy neighbor can be anybody else.
Thy neighbor is anyone that God has created. Any living thing.
That's your neighbor.
That God has created. That's your neighbor.
That's my neighbor.
You understand? So man, do my every day. Do my every day. Ma juli, ma suka, ma nyan yala, ma def suma rose, def suma our father. Be pare ma suba taw suma bunti ker because suma neighbor pull la, ma do di pull do hande am bi mo. What? Ana hypocrisy mu la nek def. Comme ay man ma nge bindal suma bopa bakar, yo xamne kele sa yegu ko. Because kele out of his good heart, ha suma neighbor bu baax la ma ko set ki karab. Why man every day ma nge ew di ko bañ. Ma foog ne man la yàlla di jiital foofu. See, man dam ko di wax, man maa fi daa gën a def. But you see the little things that I know that this is offending my God, I know go do I wouldn't wake up every day, breathe, see God's doing, because you don't see God, you see His work. You go to the ocean, you see how the ocean is moving, you see the way sunrise and sunset, you say there is not a God. That is one thing. You already say you believe, but yet still you don't want to believe in the creation of the person you believe in. Or of the creator. I'm not even say person, Father forgive me, or I call you person. You know be person. Of the creator. You know go let you know go let dog and no one in picking that.
I want it.
So you know go they shout, I believe in God, and you don't want God's children. Y'all don't take that tribalism nonsense or they want to come religion and be no. Before religion and tribes, we are humans. And we are from the same string, the same Adam and Eve.
I'm different opinions. I'm different beliefs. That's
you're entitled to it.
You're entitled to it because your logo akman lumogom. And another thing that I just find sometimes it's like, okay, we're having a conversation here. Okay, man, fog na ni ak ni last li. Okay, that's Mojan's
opinion. She has the right.
And she has the right to it. Now, man ma was small boss, that is mine. I have the right to. Just because she doesn't agree to what I know. We all are entitled to whatever we want to believe.
But don't take your opinions and impose them on people.
And all that, and disrespect other people's existence.
You know,
that's where the opinions, I'm just like, okay.
Communicate to a person without actually being disrespectful.
Exactly.
Man, anything the person is respectful. Mui jolabi, mui serialbi, mui akubi. So this is valuable to me or man leader mako bugo or
my tribe.
Respect al me malulu. Respect mako. Respect al mako. Ngane mane okay alika di akule tu di chahane ako mi ko gis ni soko dise mu ngi musoru nak toko taka malane be advance dina
why gom na lolu suma boss la gis nga comme no way respect ko me when I was getting married there's some like traditions we do and everything and stuff like my mom had to ask her permission. She was like, okay, come then ma may lead lila buga defal sama dom bi come this is part of us and they're like no problem.
Exactly.
Because hangal ko indi communication.
Thank you.
Because leer na la ne li ka fele la joge hana fele la joge you're
do
trying to bring
like
two people to make them one
from different backgrounds together.
The only thing you can do is communicate. Muna na ñoo mu ne suma doom la lu ma ne lay def para waaye def ko jaare si waxtaan moo dee indi jiboo mënu ñoo toog as a community as the Gambia, not as tribes or whatever, but we sit down as the Gambia and look for a way forward. Look for a way to help our children have a better future than we had. You guys need to understand in this life. Let me just take an example. You need to understand wealth, it doesn't go down, it goes up. Fii nekkuloo di liggéey pour sa yaa sa papa yaa ngi liggéey pour sa doom yi.
Sa yaa sa
papa jom yi liggéeyal nañ la ba pare. danga leen di defaral nga sagal gaay nga wax leen jërëjëf. waaye ñoom lu ñuy dunda nañ ko de. ñoom lu mu war a am nañ ko lu mu war a noos leen ko. so yow soo leen di jox. is yow wargal. yow sa ñooñu ñoo la indi si àdduna bi yow yaa leen di jox yaa leen di wax jërëjëf. waaye du dara de. noonu la life bi mel tamit. gis nga just because joolaa bi ak lifin soose bi nekk si lifin da nga foog ne su defoon si ñoom kenn rek ku nekk du téye saydam. Waaye kii dafa war a liggéey ut xaalis kii tam dafa war a liggéey we all have one common interest which is money.
We need each other, that's the thing.
No, balaa need each other. Xam nga Gambia bi gëmu dara lu xaalis. We all have a common interest called money. And money doesn't have a tribe. Why don't they say okay xaalis bi si loxo pël bi la jaaree du ma ko laal. Wala xaalis bi
you know how stupid that sounds?
You don't want money. We sound stupid.
You don't want money.
We sound stupid when we're standing with our phones saying ne man soose la moo tax man du ma def lii or man we sound very stupid and very mean,
ignorant,
and mean. We're too grown to be mean.
Yeah, we're too grown.
I don't know if you guys you see how mean girls were, like how that's how you grown men look. That's how you grown women look on TikTok, saying nonsense. You have a platform to share.
Like use it responsibly.
Use it responsibly.
Yeah.
Yeneen dëkk yi da ngay ubbi seen TikTok nga gis ñuy aida wante waaye fii ñi habba
if you don't have anything relevant to say, keep quiet.
Just watch, scroll.
But y'all just be talking.
That is one thing I vow to myself. Like, Lika, if something is going on, you have nothing sensible to say.
Yep.
I'm literally keeping quiet and watching. That's because that's all I can offer.
That's all you can offer. Thank you.
At that moment in time, I feel like munuma say wa. How my fallam started. I feel like sumasi we had a joom na ba fenna. I think the least I could do is
just watch.
Keep quiet and watch. You know, if I have one or two things to say, I'll say it with whoever that is on my side. You discuss you just an opinion kuneka wasawa. You keep quiet. But then don't just muna ubi sa television, basa radio, and then you start blabbing. And then you need to understand that nge dem. Ti dafa nikalo hamate nga wanel lenko initially. Wa balla pare internet bi du gena du moy lolu.
The internet forever.
I dama delete. You need nasun boba. Delete.
Internet
must be
once it don't go there, that's
we really need to be careful, especially so you understand ñu ngi am ay xalé peut so nekk ci kër bo xamanteni yaa ngi am xalé ñu ngi bari fofu sa action ci nga dé def kay ngi bay xel so fa nekkute that's the time they practice.
Oh yeah.
Comme bi yaa ngi fay sa mag nga ti ko gis na la de yow tam so démé mu dem na té moromam bi la ngay def
exactly.
That's how.
Naka ngeen foog ne xale noonu la dee jàngee language. I want to ask them that question.
Exactly. Thank you.
Da ngeen foog ne xale bi dafaa juddu ñu ne ko yow soose nga war a laaka. No. Da ngeen foog ne kii dafaa juddu déedéet. It's lum dee dégga around them.
Exactly.
Just recently I was watching this lady. I think she is from Australia. Jëkkëram Chinese la. doomam gaa ñu ngi si beneen dëkka but doomam bi speaks all 3 languages
wow.
mu ne you know how she makes that happen because su moom laa xamee ne sa xale daf dee déglu mu jànga
Oh yeah.
mu ne su gaa the reason why their child at that age can be bilingual with 3 languages is because moom su dee laaka xale bi moom laakaam la ko dee laakal su xale bi di ko laakal beneen laaka sax moom laakaam la ko dee laakal papa bi su mooy laaka xale bi moom laakaam la koy laakal you understand ba pare nga am laaki dëkk bi xale bi su génnee si biti mu pick up loolu
lu tax nga foog xale yi gisuloo xale yi Gambie léegi dangaa gis benn xale boo xam ne moom kii dina mën a laaka soose Pël Olof lii ngay wone waa
you people need to be proud because people in the Western world
that's beautiful.
are being proud of their children for being bilingual. Do you know how?
trilingual,
Yes.
multilingual.
Do you know how much money you can earn from being multilingual?
Yep.
As in yaa ngi laaka.
Yep. And you can go to other countries and be like an English teacher.
Fu ma taxaw ma baakoo roxi daba ma ne naka su dee laaka français
It's so nice. Like,
Rohi speaks for you French here.
I heard her the other day.
Ma ne barki démb rek mu ngi koo laaka rek mu ngi koo ne ay daba njaay she go there and I'm just there like why didn't I sit in Mr. Njai's French class?
No, but low-key, the way they were teaching us French was not.
We couldn't learn it.
We couldn't learn it. We were cramming.
But that's showing you how being bilingual is actually makes you stand out.
Yeah.
So ñun ñu nekk Gambia bu ndaw bi war a jàngal suñ morom ñu war a téewante pour suñ demee feneen show off ñu ngi yaaxante how is it gonna work? How is Lika going to be proud to say, okay, man, half Pol la? The Poles that they don't want to collect her.
you will collect me. I say you have choice.
Pol,
Exactly.
they don't want to collect her.
If you
Lika bala nga wasuko we aku la waspa Pol la. Waspa Pol la.
No, that's what I've been doing. They're like, oh, Njai, you're Wolof. No, my mama, she said.
She said,
She
Yo,
said,
I feel like that's so beautiful. Especially if you're, some people hunger, half then say,
I swear to God, I say I'm half serious.
Me, I get to say, I'll tell people, oh, my father, I'm Mende, I'm Sierra Leone. But my grandfather's father is Portuguese. That's why I'm Pedro. You know, see me as I'm standing and like,
it's beautiful.
Like
it is beautiful.
I don't know for you guys,
culture.
People like us, we're proud to say, okay, I'm mixed.
Yeah.
Like
different
we need
tribes.
to be proud to say that. I need to be able to say.
And you should be able to celebrate your culture without putting other people down. Be proud of it.
You can actually.
You can be proud, but the second you start, we're better. You have lost me there.
There's no. You are better. There's no better than.
I'm better.
I just feel you're beautiful. That doesn't mean that
you are beautiful. Be confident in yourself.
You're beautiful in your own way.
Thank you.
That's the thing.
See, I can say you're ugly. Moja say you're beautiful.
That's it.
She
all have different opinions.
Me, my eyes are not good. Moja, her eyes is good.
No, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody is beautiful in their own way.
Yeah.
And you can say it without being disrespectful.
I tell people, I am imperfectly perfect.
Period.
You like them, you don't like them, mommy.
If you don't like, go to the gym.
Yeah, exactly. So I also wanted to touch on obviously positive examples when it comes to people coming together. So for example, when someone passes away, you see how the neighbors come together. Naming ceremonies, weddings. And even this, when you see the kids playing football, playing sports together, those I feel like are good examples. That's what I know Gambia to be, how I grew up.
But that is how it is like.
Even though we obviously are ay toog nii ay gathering nii xamuñ ko but dang di gën a am na yenn saa yi xam nga sa yaa mu bàyyi la nii one or two nga dem sa xam nga néebo bi nii bi seen maam ñu ngay def léebo bu pain and you just join the crew nga toog nag sometimes the all of self go this thing go understand the all of you go the laugh catch one or two words then you go run now go ask me anti kii dañ di mu mënul la xanaa lan la word bi mean su ko defee sa mu ne la lii ak lii nii la mean su ko defee ne okay you see so you are learning they don't know yow nekkul dem school ba yaa ngi jàng for mère boobu so yaa ngi bi ngay xool ne okay lii la okay yéena say man dama nekk si room boo xam ne am na gonna they are speaking languages that I don't understand
but you just smile
look at me smiling
they're laughing me too I want to laugh too I will laugh
me the time of bundeke Nigeria we were communicating in their language and we are not speaking the language. We are shaking head. We are smiling.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
You gotta do what
that's
you
how
gotta
you
do.
learn, sir.
But I also feel come okay, hanga ñun Gambia fii nag ñu yëpp dañu dee raw baa ñu gannaaw. But I feel comme dañ war a nekk dëkk because nekkul dëkk bu rëy. Changes nga si yeneen dëkk. Changes yi ñu way happening noonu ngeen ko implementer si children yi si schools yi. Here the only way we can get to the children is social media and the schools. The same way we have maths, English, French subject.
Yep.
Call a subject, call it community. We had PSHE.
Yep.
It was just 1 hour of us sitting down.
Yeah, don't take it
Just taking it back.
I'm
it's
taking
just
it back.
us sitting down,
Oh my
sharing
gosh.
what we did, how we spent our week. It was once a
Exactly.
week or twice a week.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's that 1 hour of the whole class that we can sit down and just yabba yabba, talk about stories, talk about life, talk about different things. So I feel like schools low learn what I define. Come,
Almost like a town hall type meeting
Exactly.
thing. Everyone just come and sit down and just
from 9 you get them school from 8 to 2, right? Out of that 8 to 2, there's a 30 minutes before H. Well, been a 1 hour. They can even call it community building. You understand?
Yeah.
They can call it community building.
Yeah.
When you do the jungle halene, you grow better as a community. No man is an island.
Exactly. Learn from each other.
No man is an island.
Exactly.
Island, try and be an island and see if you survive.
As in?
No, but look at it's not funny. That's
There's
the
no
only way,
I in team, as they say.
That's the only way we can help our futures of tomorrow.
Yep.
Because us, we don't asalo, we don't go, we don't even try me.
Exactly.
No, they do.
Exactly.
I'm after my money right now.
Exactly.
If it's not money, I'm not speaking it.
Exactly.
Kohalis mako
Kokalis or
me.
Respect yourself. You don't want to start problem. Respect yourself.
But yes, back to community building. It's not so like, community every time. Why I'm not school you could def? Why little Commonwealth. That Commonwealth is the colonizers that make we know that we have to come and wealth. We have to come and share our Commonwealth. Our Commonwealth is tribe. It's tribe. So balanyu dedicate come yon si at bilen wara showcase or wala celebrate soon community be as a Gambian. It should be something regular. Come school munendi come bena lifin sanyu o bena pa bu mage wala mer bu mage ñew ci school bi def bena lebon after assembly. That whole day xalé nen ko nek di wotal hey mary all of bobu hey live yam dafa neex de next time bi ngeen indi bena pa yi sauce next time bi comme ngeen def lolu ngeen won xalé yi ne comme nit ku nekk sa nit nga am waaye doo bañ keneen because kooku nekkut xeet boo xam ne daf la arrangé déedéet comme den war a jàngal ñun it's too late for us ñun magi waaye den jàngal sun it's late
No, I think you have to just be willing to relearn and unlearn some of the stuff that you know. It will take time, but I feel like if people are...
harm in trying.
What xamal tamane comme xale yi leen gën a mun a dimbale than us then people understand ne ñun tam suñu literacy level bi comme ñu demul school mag yu demul school dafa bari
The statistics are not looking good.
There's no harm in trying.
Yeah. If you're
If you
open
cannot
to...
speak the English, we will use the other language, teach you.
Lika, it's one thing for you to go to that auntie that is selling a traffic light and tell her, auntie, akui ak all of you benala munela. Wow, it's another thing for you to go in the up country.
As long as they believe in God.
What? That's
As long as they have faith, we shall never stop.
Can't believe they believe.
But wait, share is not. It's like the born again, or it's the other people that are going out preaching, even though they know anyway in this world, Muhammad, people are just not ready to accept, but they're still going low loudly and they're still spreading the word. So we cannot stop spreading these things. Stop until you know there's still hope.
Yeah.
And we can still learn. We can still, you understand, we can still accept it.
But school should really take into consideration what I said. Have in Tuneke once in the terms. Twice in the terms. Every Friday assembly.
Something.
About
these things. Coming together.
Like coming together, community building. I'm French. We went to private school. You're teaching students French and other languages in school. Teach them what is happening in their country. Tell you of your son alone. Man, me them private school. There was a lot in Gambia I didn't know until we had to do history because we did UK history. You know now.
Yeah. We didn't do
Gambian history.
Henry the VIII.
Thank you.
And Boleyn.
So Malaje Angle yep kutok na la wax de way ñu suñu dëkk fi sala ya ndeer la xamut loolu yëpp lu ko indi bu ko may dem jàng ci school it waawi moo taxit but I don't want what happened to me to happen to the next person nen leen jàngal suñu xale yi lan moo nekk di xew fii is dëgg la den bëgg a gaay expose but it starts with here nen leen jàngal ne pël bi olof bi okk bi soose bi manjaagu bi joolaa bi séeréel bi balanta bi mankaañ bi yëpp benn leen ñun nit leen balaa juy am tribe xool la njëkk am gis nga fii Madiane dara su ko waroon a jox muy ut deret du ut dereti soose wala dereti pël wala dereti olof de mu ngi ut AA
positive. Thank you.
0 minus.
Thank you.
C6 minus.
AB. Oh,
so y'all need to understand that.
Yeah.
Y'all need to understand that. Te majan amna nu moy demé ci dara su ko jotoon. Fu mun nañu seet full family am kenn du ko mëna may.
wallahi de benn outsider moo ko ñëw andi ko.
Ben outside.
I know what's crazy? In other countries, for example, them racist people, they be like, no, I don't want this
no
black doctor to. You
I
are
don't want the black
dying.
doctor
The
to touch
first thing
me.
that's on your mind is the color. Are you okay? Genuinely? No, they be like that.
No, you're not dying.
You're not serious. No, there's some.
guy they made that slap I'm going to man buguma doctor so say doctor Paul Belabuga.
And it's like, why are you what you should be worried about is if the person has the knowledge to be able to treat you.
That's the most important thing, honestly.
You're about to die because of what?
Du lolu sa focus amuton knowledge bi du fa don neka.
Thank you. Same thing with pilots. You know, some of them, they be like, the pilot is black. Shut up. The only reason they got hired is because they passed their hours and examination and stuff like that.
Lum neka di explain is white ak black. Yan Paul bi ak jola bi ak lolu ngeen neka di def ñu ni nen. Ñu ngi lolu la neka di def.
Y'all sound like those white supremacists, and I'm gonna say it. Y'all sound like them. Those racist people that be like, yeah, wait, but speaking of community and coming together, I feel like I feel like one thing about it, and I'm just gonna transition into when it comes to the community coming together. And just recently, a young man lost his life. He goes by the name of Omar Badjie. And one thing about it was that not only was it his family that mourned, young people actually came together to protest. This just happened like, when did this happen? And this is at the time that we're filming this. This happened a few days ago. Sha. So one thing I want to say is they stood up to be like, you know what, enough is enough. And from what I researched and stuff like that, he was 27 years old. Oh, wow. And I'm just going again, please, don't come and eat me. I am just saying what I have read, and I'm going to just repeat it. There have been conflicting reports about it. So according to the police, they say he collapsed and lost consciousness while fleeing during a routine patrol. So they took him to the health center, and then they referred him to Kanifing General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. But the family and witnesses dispute the story. Yeah. The mom said that he was unresponsive when he was found after a police face-off. So witnesses and you know these civil societies, they pointed to visible injuries. That apparently there was trauma around his neck, suggesting that he may have been beaten. So they demand like a full investigation. So obviously, because of all of this, obviously there was like a strong reaction. There was protests and stuff like that. There were roads blocked, tires set on fire, police stations, you know, vandalized, and they're calling for accountability. So they're saying that there's an investigation ongoing. And yes, they acknowledge that, you know, there's an unrest and arrest like relating to the protest. And this is where like the community comes together to protest like someone unjustly dying. Like they want justice. This is where we come together for one common goal.
And they did.
And they did.
They did.
I saw However you feel about people protesting in general, we have a right to do so. And this is when we come together.
And they did.
And I genuinely believe if we put all these differences aside, there's a lot of things we can accomplish.
Honestly, it's not even a lot. Like this.
Nepal.
Thank you.
When the Gen Z came out, they're not changed. Mm-hmm. See,
they came together. They said they're taking this one out. They're taking this one out,
and the change happened. But for this boy's case, it's very
rest in peace though. May your soul rest in peace. Honestly.
Interview Rakam. Because although the interview wasn't saucy, but I could pick a few things. Mulati jahabi kom yow kan la munako man la rakidiw. Man la suma magkanyo. You can see she's forcing to get the message out there, but she is crying. Kom munge wax ma ngi holal bi sama ngi joy because kom munge try pour nit understand ne magam didn't do nothing. Come boy ñun Gambia dëgg la den dëgër boppa waaye den dee taxawal dëgga den dee taxawal ak sun mun a lifin yëpp even though su nekkee ay 5-10 nit ñooy taxaw pour wax ne lii dëgg la den koo taxaw but a full community cannot come out and say yéen a def lii yéen ngeen du yéen we know police brutality
and that's a very big issue. This is a global issue.
This is not the first time.
No, will it be the last time?
I came across this post. I'm going to screenshot it because I knew we were talking about. And this is on 3 different occasions. It's a bit long, but I'll read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, in the year 2000, in the Gambia, a schoolgirl was raped by a security officer while representing her school at an inter-school sports competition in the stadium in Bakau. The assault occurred when she stepped out to buy food.
Oh my God.
In a separate incident, a schoolboy was tortured and force-fed cement by fire service officers in Brikama, resulting to the GAMSU, demanded accountability and transparency for these horrendous acts.
Yeah.
The state remained unresponsive. In fact, it lied and attempted to cover up the truth by claiming the boy had died of natural causes. That's 2000. Okay. Now it says April 10th and 11th, 2000. Approximately 15 young people were killed. I think everyone knows that story. Okay, we come back. Now, 25 years later, the Gambia police force is alleged to have beaten a young man, Omar Badjie, to death. While the reports from the victim's family and members of the community point to torture as the cause of death, police authorities claim he fell during a hot pursuit and was taken to the hospital and was confirmed dead. Léegi ñun gis nañ pick-up yi bii ban pick-up bi ban high la dee high bi nga xam ne ni dafa mën a daanu moo lefin man égal nañ ma pick-up yow lii ka yow xam nga loolu time lockdown loolu tey leen ko ne the distance is not far. I used to do long jump. You know, they jump from there to there. Okay, if you fall, you
Unless
have a broken bone.
someone pushes you or something
Even
like
if
that,
they push you, you have a broken bone.
Yeah, at most.
Nga brusu, nga lifin. But yow nga ne danga yow ñu ne danga daanu from they said you downed from the truck. But people are seeing torture marks or beaten marks.
Beaten marks, yep.
Gam do lolu sax. Ñun how much da dégala de. And I strongly believe because full community du ngeen ñu ne lii la fekk du lii. Ñun mi dee jàngal yéen mi dee jàngal police yi du ko suma ñun yéen mi dee jàngal police yi. There's something called being humanitarian. As in loolu dafa war a nekk seen curriculum bi de. Yéen a ngi jàngal guy fight for the people. Also teach them to love the people that they are fighting for. Because some people go into the police force with another agenda. That is not the agenda. Yow nga ne yaa ngi jàngal nit yi pour ñu taxawal sa dëkk. Danga leen di also jàngal ne ñun ne comme nit yu gaay nekk di protect loolu ñoo leen nekk di fay. As in government bi fayu leen de. Late Omar Badjie yaayam muy dem liggéey mu ngi fay tax. Papa muy dem liggéey mu ngi fay tax. Omar Badjie football bu mu daan play noonu because I saw he had a jersey. ñu dee ñëw seetaan football bi dañoo fay. Te suñ fayee si ñooñu tam dañoo fay si government bi. Te ko xaalis boobu loolu la leen nekk di fayee. So su nekkee ñun miy liggéey di fay di jox government bi suñ xaalis ñuy fay police yi ñu war a aar ñuy jël seen doole bi di ko forcefully implement on children.
Unarmed.
Unarmed. Loolu moo ma gën a jaaxal. Gambia fii ñun du dee téyel li fendi. So ñun benn police du wax ne okay kii daf ma téyel kii daf ma not like in America when you would actually put your hand and they'll feel like it's a gun.
Exactly.
Fii Gambia nit su defee loo xam sax you won't feel like it's a gun because we can count the number of guns we have in this country.
Exactly.
There's nothing like we have a gun war or whatever.
Yeah.
So
and it was him versus how many of them?
Thank you.
On top of that.
Yo, benn xale bu ndaw. Yo, you're a teen because if you look at the boy is early 20s.
Yeah, I think they said he was 27 if I'm not mistaken.
They go mid 20s. So okay, you just ended a whole generation. You just ended Omar's generation.
A whole life ahead of him.
Over what? Okay, dama bëgg xam léegi.
What was the cause?
What was the cause bu ngay téye Omar?
You need to do
I didn't see
really
that.
try to get the Fatima, did you know? What was the cause? Before we are even getting to that, what was the cause? Because I'm still trying to figure out what will justify what happened to Omar. Because they would come out with a story.
Of course.
But I want to know what was the cause. Did Omar saga? Because police if you can do saga. Yo do saga guy. The police didn't understand it. Comme ñoom nu guy de ñëwee si ñun noonu leen di adressé guy.
Yeah.
Man dooma gis si yoon bi nga maa ne fucking stupid or whatever. And you expect me to talk to you nicely. I am paying you. Let's get that straight first. If you come to me, jàngaleen la sama, no matter the age, is sama. Miss, can I see your papers, please? Ne leen si dee boole please ñu wax bu rafet. Doo leen nekk di jàngal gaay ay téye fetel ay téye ngeen fàtte pour jàngal gaay noo ka gaay ngeen naka la gaay di waxee ak nit yi because fii ku nekk am nga sa right de man du ma toog suma jàmbur nga ñëw nga ne yaa ngi bëgg a wax man and you don't talk to me nicely and you expect me to answer to you
I'm a human being
du ma ko def nit laa soo leen bëggee ñun ñu jàppee leen comme nit da ngeen ñu jàppee comme nit ñun ñoo leen di fay ñun ñoo tax ngeen nekk foofu we are the reason we are a community and your responsibility is to safeguard us make sure we are okay and secure us
and work with us.
There's no place in loolu tudde sax lifin bi lu dee def fu rule si Gambia yi dee nekka
the constitution
there's no place in the constitution that says police leen sax su ne police leen there's no place that it says a police has the right to do whatever they did to Omar Badjie there is no place because Omar was one Omar was not two Omar was single Omar was one person against how many people
I have no idea but
against
it's a bunch
two
of them
or three even su nekkee two sax ba léegi Omar yéena ko am upper hand bi da ngeen dee bàyyi because jox nañ leen gaanaay rek wala jox nañ leen benn max wala jox nañ leen benn banta ngeen bëgg ko essayer nit yi dun ay project boo leen war a di try soo leen bëggee try seen doole fetel yi wala seen doole loxo yi ngeen dem si barracks bi you're going to try that there we have the gym that's why we have the gym if you have things to let out of your chest Mr. Officer sir go to the gym
don't get your frustrations out on us
don't get
regular civilians
it's not our responsibility that your pay is not what you want it's not my responsibility ne ma la suma fay bi man la ëppa so man dama war a séedoo ak yow da ngeen need to understand it's not our responsibility to put food on your table we are working like you people we are paying tax and our taxes are the reason why you people have food but if you keep every week or every month or every 5 years ngeen jël benn si ñun lan mooy des how are we supposed to build a future
and how are we supposed to trust you people in authority
how are we supposed to build a future
we are supposed to protect it so that we can the thing is if we are able to work together like this with them trust me the community will be so much safer so much that you feel like you can trust them but you don't feel like you can it's things like this
fan nga xam ne Gambia meron the way they retaliate
yes
Gambia hamut hulo hamut here
we know muñ
Gambia dafa yapat
we like to muñ
I feel like
that's
we're
the thing
very peaceful
we're very peaceful
compared to other countries with the amount of crimes ak yu nekk di xew fi ren that people are just allowing to go we are actually very peaceful compared to our neighboring because I know for a fact fan laa xamee ne Gambia dafa peaceful mooy sun last lifin bi lu xewoon bu saari things that happened and everybody was just like very
lii mu xew tukki neen lii ka dem na marché lii ka mu ngi ubbi xaalis bu si baagam bi góor bi taxaw ni si boram mu ne ko if you are not standing beside this man I will take this razor blade and I will cut your bag and collect the money
he said broad daylight
what
yen Gambia
my taxaw si ko rider bi may jël sama bag ma ubbi ko nafa I had this nafa on so I opened the bag and I was trying to like génne xaalis bi pass bi and then I had like bunch obviously
because we had money we
and then he was literally standing there a group of boys I just told him it's because you are going with this man like this if not for this man
I'll just cut the bag and collect this nothing will happen
the way I just do like this
what the heck
the man in front of me was like I told you not to open your bag we are Monjan
that's crazy
I came traumatized
That's
this one was already warning me when I was going to the back a bull ache. I was like, since that
you don't want to experience it
she
again.
stopped being Dora the Explorer.
But I wish that wasn't the case. I wish that they looked at you as okay, this is our fellow African people.
Come on, Gambia, you have a problem. Look, Nepal, you'd see, but I told you, you didn't sauna. A whole revolution a whole revolution happened.
But this is a message. I like the fact that buying kumuseda. I like the fact that they came out as one and kuneka dafa tekne man akula all of la jolala.
Did they look at that?
Then we came together because we lost one of ours.
Thank you. They lost somebody in their community. Did they look at him to be like, oh, what tribe is he? What religion is he? They didn't look at that. Exactly. They saw that an injustice happened.
And they stood. They had to.
But so say Gambia.
Lulu moy country. Waron ning gis na di suñu wéré suñu continuer ni it's not even a joke. Dinañ gis suñu bop in the next 5 years dinañ story fi.
Man am na
ñu job ñu tégué.
The protest that happened me I was very happy about it because you see they said for change to happen voices need to be heard. And ñun Gambia comme ñun mi di government bi ñu ngi pretend ne comme suñu noppa yi dafa fata te gis nga ñu ne xale bu dëgër boppa xale bu du dégga banta rek lay dégga So if they don't want to hear the conversations, if they don't want to see the social media posts we are doing, if they don't want to see what we're advocating for, let them, they would understand this.
They would.
While they've gone show power, what are cannons, what are this, what are that?
Tear gas.
So
all of that.
you ended up putting more people in the hospital.
More people in the
That's what I
hospital.
wanted to say. I'm like, instead of you sitting down, talking to these people, listening to their obviously their cry because they've lost one of theirs, you're making matters worse.
Worse, yeah.
Instead, in a the next minute, I'm seeing people till lopitan. I'm the hada bujigen uma gis guy tilal. The gas she couldn't breathe. Mu home.
Gis nga fii community bu nekk community bu nekk am na elder. You understand? Xale yu gën a dëgër boppa fii den dee déglu seen community elder. Ok yan police yi def ngeen dara wrong ngeen. Comme ñun Gambian bi dañ war a jàng assume dañ war a jàng own up to our shit. You understand? You've done that. Accept to it. ñu xam ne yéen a ko def. You go and speak to your community leader. ngeen dem baalu aha. Comme life ngeen jëla. It's not because you just have that uniform on, you have every right. Yes, you are giving a certain right, but in the rights that they gave you, there's nowhere it said that you can end an unarmed person's life.
You're not doing it out of defense.
You're not doing it as defense.
It's one thing to hurt somebody out of defense, but this person had
dafa nekk ne Gambia fii duñ dee sue ay police department.
No, we don't.
In other countries, they sue you. Man, if you watch movies, so dangay gis
wrongful death convictions, everything. Lawsuits, everything.
More than you out, you am body cams.
Yeah. Yes.
Because then sona si kimo wahli, and that is actually bringing the police brutality down.
Yeah.
But Gambia, I know we can't afford that shit, so I ain't even gonna say that.
Do something.
We gotta do something.
But lumay what is the something we can do is so len di jangal
example.
So example bisa su guy di jangal policy si guy sen school bi ne len guy jangal humanitarian law. Ne leen gaay jàngal leen ñun yëpp ay nit leen uniform boobu is only you only have it on for a certain hour. yow yéen ñoom yi police yooyu leer na leen óor yàlla ne na gaay simi seen uniform boobu duga foofu. su leen óoree dëgga na gaay simi uniform bi duga foofu. It's just the uniform, and they need to understand the respect we give the uniform and the person that is wearing it is because of the Constitution.
Exactly.
It's because I am a Gambian. That's why I respect you as my security officer.
Exactly.
If you remove that uniform like this, my English chef, they talk you don't go sit down where they sit down. But why? Because yow len def pour nga safeguard ma moo tax ma respect la waaye du dara nekku ne dama la ragal nekku ne dama amul keneen ku may waxal o dama am keneen ku may call waaye suma luwaay dëkk bi daf ma ne dara su xewee Gambia Police Force ngay woo ñoom ñoo laa jàppale waaye gaa waxul ma ne Gambia Police Force ñooy ñëw end life in it. They didn't say that. So I need the authorities nga bu fu mu nekk ni jàlla na beneen ak beneen jàlla na we still have time to make the changes. Comme no leen dee amee seen summit or whatever, create summits or create workshops into teaching or training your staffs, like these officers, how to comport themselves, how to talk to people. People is dan ko saka musagat la.
Honestly, Hannah, I feel like sometimes it's the way you come no one initially is the way you approach these people. As much as ne yange def sa liggéey. And there's a way you talk to them.
There's a way you
communicate.
I'm a human being. I'm not just some...
I guess you can get anything you want out of a person if it's been communicated.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you.
Manula was even obviously soon staff if you I'm the new one. Dinga am nobody si mandina am nobody si struggle to see am. But it's the way you treat me as if I'm some
dirt under your shoe or something.
Even if you can yamamak, I'm there literally. My park. Come hand and go. Good evening, ma. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I see your papers.
Papers, please.
I don't even hesitate, sir. I just give it to them like this. Thank you.
You look at my papers, you look at my license, you look at my number plate.
Exactly.
You're free to go.
Exactly.
Ma. Thank you very much. There's this one particular policeman, but I don't know him. First time, the people make Gambia, so my whole life, a police officer approached me, I was like happy. I was just smiling.
This person is actually...
English was perfect. The way the very young boy like this, I'm sure mamu numoko magi or nyoneke age group. The man you mangi dawal tinted. And Lord knows I was not supposed to be doing, but yeah.
I don't have clearance.
You know what I'm saying? I was just there. My dawal before. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Calm down.
Yeah.
And then he's like, good afternoon, ma. Hey, I shock you. The fact that he said good afternoon, ma, like that.
Really calmness.
You know, oh, good afternoon, how are you? Imagine some police officer asking me how I am.
You know, some of them, they don't be doing that.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm heading to where? Go ahead. Let the police. He was just trying to, because obviously I'm at traffic, but I'm going this way. So he's like heading to where? I was like, okay, go ahead. And I kept on telling Costa, because this is the first time. I don't know Kifalam Jange, but they need to be taking these
exactly
to him.
And this all comes with like the community building. People from different like levels of authority, you come together, treat me with respect.
Thank you.
I treat you with respect. And then from there, whatever issues we have, we can come together and solve it.
These young ones, you need to be teaching those ones upstairs. They
No, for real.
Because they are upstairs now, they don't need teaching. They need
They need pull deaf community building in schools.
Yep.
ñëpp a soxla community building.
We need community. We're human beings. We need community.
Dama bëgg police yi xam ne balaa ngeen di ma am right pour def la so yi simi uniform boobu you are Gambian.
Yeah,
it's not about recruiting rek. They just ngeen bëgg recruiting, da ngeen bëgg am numbers. Are you recruiting the right people?
Like this? No, but
are you
now,
giving them the right trainings?
Thank you.
Because yii la ñoo bañ mu répétaat boppam.
Yeah, exactly.
Yéen gis ngeen lu xew.
Exactly.
Vandalize nañ foofu noonu. Lakka nañ man I was in my house but maa ngi seetaan TikTok foofu laa ko nekk di police station bi moom fooguma ne loolu is beyond repair. Mo ne ko daane ñu tabaxaat ko. And you don't want these things repeating themselves. So is either ngeen def dara benn yoon ngeen commencé di seet within yéen seen naka ngeen mun a defaree lii. Or you would not like this.
The best thing they can do is reteach the police
doing some type of sensitization, something.
Not some type of stuff. Bring humanitarian sensitization. Bring gender equality.
All these activists, bring them to talk to them to make them understand.
No len they talk di wax ne Gambian bi la ñu waxal len waxa tamit sun police department bi.
But then again tamit xam nga tamit jangatam dafa des ci nit ki. It's not only about then you want to indie, then you want to talk. Are you doing your own self? Are you doing self-education yourself? Just because you're a police station. What are my rights? What am I supposed to do and what not to do?
Exactly.
How am I supposed to talk to people? How am I? All these things. It's not about talk. The family you xamantene ñun tok nañ class way jangalu ñu ko find X la ñu jangal. Life is life telling us to find X. We are finding X in real life. And we are doing it by ourselves. Ñu ngi janga sun bopa. Just because okay, maybe you guys have the privilege ñu dem international school. Am na ñeneen ñoo xamne tay demul international school and they ñoom ñoo nekk ci top class mais ñoom ñoo jàngal seen bopp because they wanted more for themselves. Xam nañ ne their parents could not afford this international school. They're like, you know what, suma yaay yóbbu ma fa but I'll do more for myself. And ñoom ñoo nekk di head. So just because jàngaluñ la ko doesn't mean you're not supposed to be learning. That's why they have the internet. You're supposed to know these things. Nekku ne soo toogee class dañ la ko war a jàng. But I feel like we should do better, especially with our police force. We really, because you guys are not supposed, you want to protect. The next minute you guys, you're right. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to be protecting us.
And we're supposed to be
running to them. They tell you the police is your friend.
Exactly.
But yet still we're running away from them. In a country that's small like this.
Imagine.
So, so you say ñu def lu def is because gaden mer. Gaden nahar. Gambian bi su mere. Be am nahar sila they retaliate.
And it's crazy for people who be getting. You're not supposed to be having weapons.
Imagine.
You're not supposed to be having weapons.
Seeing them
we don't have any type of self-control like this. You should not be carrying a gun. You should not be carrying anything that can harm another person. Because I can just piss you off by just saying, hey, whatever, as an example.
And then
they'll just blast me. Bam.
I'm the lulu hewandi. You should know the boy. Guy didn't jog on I think they were from the club or something like this. They had like a little altercation. Bala guy di ham boy bi legi bullet bi legi musi wa.
I think I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
You go stop papa pick. Look, the boy now half kappa go.
Hold on.
We don't even know what is doing to that boy.
Yeah,
exactly.
That thing is still in there.
And the infrastructure we have is not going to.
Time in lockdown, we guy them fekk fofu guy ci club bi. Jël guy, dooron guy, yobu guy ful. Comme lolu yep, you guys are doing things that yene ngay tax ñu ngi leen di hate.
There's other ways to enforce the law.
There are a lot, especially
they say other ways to do it.
In Combo here. Fii 99.9% ñëpp dem nañ school su yeboo noo si school la sax waaye Combo fii waxuma si kaw bi de waaye Combo fii Combo Banjul fii lu si ëppa doole ñëpp dem nañ school police yi te xam nga lu ma gën a jaaxal have you ever seen where a Gambian police is going to arrest someone and tell you lika Nancy Oloburus I'm arresting you for doing so and so and so you have the right to remain silent blah 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 loolu si film rek la xawre gis musuma ko gis Gambia fii police la def arrest du la wax lu tax ñu la arrest de nga leen lette why are you taking me I say, get in the motherfucker. You want to argue with the police officer? Are you asking
you. It's my right to ask you why am I being arrested for?
Exactly.
Like, okay, you're arresting me. Okay, tell me. Let me know what am I being arrested for.
I want to hear.
Are you asking me
and that is why the other people, they'll see what's happening, they'll come in and join too. So
yeah. Okay, let's jail. Okay, then jail example. Okay, then Omar's case. Now I'm just taking an example.
Yeah.
Okay, ngene da ngeen dem pour arrest Omar. Yéen a ngi dem pour arrest Omar. Waxu leen Omar lu mu def. Yéen waxu leen Omar yéen ay kan. Yéen wanu leen Omar carnet.
ñun ay police
leen. Yéen ngeen gaadu Omar rek. Yéen ngeen foog ne Omar na leen bàyyi boppam. Let's take example of me, sir, before Omar. Me. Okay, Monjan, you come. Okay, I just see you are wearing uniform. Sis, I could buy that uniform. Halloween is coming. I have a police uniform as my Halloween gown. So you cannot come just and wear that uniform and say, I'm going to jump you. No.
Yeah.
Okay, you come to me, Hannah Dekasam, you're under arrest for doing so and so. You need at so and so police station. Okay, I'll be like, okay, yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me call somebody. Ma call. Hangololo smooth conversation.
Yeah.
Wax nga ma luma def. Nga may ma benn call. Ma call ko ma war a ñëw fekk foofu ñu jiitalante.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Loolu def naa ko. Waaye let's say yow nga just dugga si suma kër rek. Hannah, ñu dem. You're under arrest. Under arrest for what? Let's go. You're under arrest. Under arrest for what? I said, let's go. I said it.
Next thing you know, they've taken on the baton. They're
Before
beating
you know, they've taken on the baton or they're calling you stupid or you are God. Come on, horse. You have a video on TikTok. You have the guy them security pull arrest. Come now, and you're seeing how they're manhandling people.
Yeah.
People have rights, huh?
They have rights. They have rights.
Arrest. Come go arrest. I'm not right. Pull mom tam super so go gene mu ñew sula. I'm not den jeri rangu sen. Te figure ne fokk ne am lawyer sa dafa ser am lawyer ser. Dama see they people do pro bono. People do pro bono cases. You have people who want to help people. So dama buga Gambia police force ngi yalla ak yonante bi. Comme life bi right now metu.
You're part of the community.
Internet bi dafa yombal lu nekk.
Yeah.
Comme we see everything on internet loo leen def yëpp ñu ngi ko gis yéen a ngay gis lu ñooy def de waaye loo leen def yëpp loo leen dugg si jaaka bi di manhandle kooku yëpp seetaan naa ko démb TikTok di mount aju loolu yëpp jaru ko Gambian bi dëgg la Gambian bi dafa dëgër bopp waaye Gambian bi daf dee dégga Gambian bi amul fit
dafa ragal
yan police
you approach
police police
Yeah.
ñoo nekk di maintain fit you know why because they're not coming the right way
No.
Lika, if the police were coming the right way to people, people will not stand up and be like, "Harbe figa ñëwaat sax."
Yeah, exactly.
So ma duga sa kër man mi di police. Mané lika Nancy Bruce la elected. So lika la now. Nga ko lika ñu la jël because lika ñu dem ci station bi. Ku la bëgg topa na la topa nen dem. Hanga ne sa waajur sa na la bàyyi nga dem because na wax ne okay di wax na nga wone sa warrant card. Like every police, every arresting police has a warrant card.
Yeah.
And you have a right to
ask this
question.
Yeah.
So like the arrest, you have a right to ask, sir, can I see your warrant card? Or can I see the warrant you have to search my house?
Who is arresting me? Do I even know? Are you a police to be arresting me? Let me see your card. I need to see the card to be like, okay, this is da. Okay, all right. What have I done? You have done this is the
exactly.
Oh, yeah, carry me less too.
And if you see these like for somebody like us that we're watching through crime and stuff like that, these body cam videos, especially when they go to the arresting person.
Yep.
And the thing is, they go to these people's places. I'm talking about these are people who have done the worst of the worst crime, but they still go in there, knock on the door. Hello,
Imagine
sir. Is this your name?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, you're under arrest for the suspicion of murdering so and so. You're under arrest of suspicion. And they go peacefully.
You have the right to a lawyer. You have the right to man.
Thank you. And I think, and you know what's crazy? Under law, you have to say the Miranda rights. If
you have to say the Miranda rights. I've only seen that.
If they come and arrest you
TV.
and they don't say it and they take you questioning, nothing that you say there is going to be admissible in court. Swear to God, because the lawyer is going to be like they didn't call your Miranda rights.
Yeah.
So hana lolu out rek la am wala.
No, it's out because it's enforced. And the thing is, they have laws in place that if you don't say it, you've messed up. The person, and it can be the person that you have all the proof in the world that but because you did not call Miranda rights.
My hola sumare setan ruki sa am na episode bu yaga ni ko mu non dem arrest am lan la def mu ne ko ni be careful or else we're going to lose the case because of what you're doing.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
As in, so them arrest you da nga wara be careful sa cause ko them arrest mu na mo pare mu ñew sula mu ne li ak li nga def
even though he's a suspect.
Exactly.
Bon.
The only way that they start retaliating, especially the correct police officers, we're not talking about the ones that just the correct ones. It's only time they reach for their gun like this is if they go into the house and like this person is hiding. We don't know what they have there. Everyone is ready with their gun, with their baton, whatever. That's the only time they see you about to reach, right? They have to have good enough reason to even reach out. I mean, granted, yes, there are some Opal police people there, but the ones that do their correct job like this. And again, to bring it back to the whole thing about community, it reminds me of this story I was watching. This happened in LA, the Nightcrawler. They were looking for him. So they finally found him. The community whooped his ass, and then they called the police. And he was there sitting after they whooped him. Black, bloody, everything. The community came together, whooped, because he was a serial killer going into people's houses at night and raping them and killing them and stuff like that, especially the women and stuff like that. So when they put out like his like sketch, when they found him, they were like, oh yeah. And they made the police's job easier.
Easy. Yep.
So see how the community comes in? You find like a criminal or whoever, and then you make the police's job easier, because what they had a trust with the police.
We don't. This Gambia police force, you guys are making Gambians not to trust you. And where there is no trust, there is no love. ñun dañ leen bëgg da ngeen ko understand loolu dañ leen bëgg waaye yéen a ngeen tax
exactly
di bañ
all the time bu tay yooyu noonu nga xam ne comme time bu soo téye Sacha or whoever that's trying to enter your house, the first thing is to take them to the police. But then you realize, I take this man to the police and nothing is been
nothing
done.
is
I'm literally seeing ñaata nit ñoo fi ne and then you see them walking scot-free in the streets and they're literally like hanging out with you, chilling with you, drinking and you're like, this person did. It's not you.
Is it not? Oh,
so now people are taking things into their own hands. Because let me tell you something. You see, I was like, one time like this, I was in the house because it was just me and my mom then. Imagine my dem nan only for me to hear such a cat dung dung dung. Now in the morning when I went outside, such a cat be Ghana yum line up no. I'm gone. My mom xam naa time bi waxatu ñu moom time bi ñu sun maybe ay 4-5 years nii. So yow nga ne man suma téye ko man dama ko war a dem ma dem deposit ko si koo xamante ne at the end of the day 2 days after he's gonna come back to tell me that I've been released.
While loolu moo la woon ne police they're not doing their job.
That's why the community, when they come in, I whoop you until they whoop you, I whoop you again.
suñ la waxee dañ lay wax boole ma yóbbu ma si
of that, I don't know a lot of information about it. That's why I don't want to talk about it. But recently, I just came across it, and there were 2 thieves that were beaten till they were killed.
I think some place. I'm the dim.
Okay, it's one thing to whoop them and take them to police, but to whoop them to die, that's a little bit.
Because then feel like police.
They're gonna do it again.
No, it comes back to the police need to do their policing work better
and do better with the community. I think they need to be the forefront of this community building so that they can build the trust. Because it will make their jobs, I feel like, so much easier. So that when something happens, God forbid there's a rapist or like a murder or something on your street, it'll be easy for me to just go like, hey.
In some communities, they have...
You come and collect your package. And
in some communities, they have their police... police SO.
They have like the neighborhood watches in some of these neighborhoods.
Thank you.
Because they're looking out for each other.
Because they're looking out for each other. Why ñun benn Gambian bi benn Gambia bi yéen a ngi indi tribalism, yéen a ngi indi police brutality, yéen a ngi indi politics, yéen a ngi indi
tribalism comes into place. This is the perfect example. You think we are out here asking who are you? Are you all of us?
Thank you.
We are sharing the pain.
We're sharing the pain.
One is taking
our common interest is GPF.
Tell me, tribalism is the least of our worries because, bro, that's
GPF.
Like with what we're going through as a country in general, I feel like the last thing that should be on your mind is what religion is this person, which side of the country they come from. That should be the least of your worries.
I don't think they're thinking about that.
They're not thinking about that.
No. But personally, after this, I would actually go and do my findings because I need to know what this boy did. That they have to cut his life short.
Me, in my opinion, if I really go back and ask around and stuff like that, I don't think he did anything serious, sir.
Because Mojan, si Gambia found out nga def nit lu serious. Luta, okay. Du ko Omar bobu len door. Ana ñu de rape xalé yu ndaw yi. Ana ñu de rape xalé na doon de gis kay.
Thank you. Y'all don't do that. The abusers, the rapists, the pedophiles. You people will not.
Here chilling with us, drinking atay.
Thank you. And the community themselves. Anyways, I will not even get into that. But the community themselves, they'll be looking at them like this. Me, God forbid. God forbid.
I have this one message for GPF. As much as you guys want to invest money into building nice police stations, as much as you guys want to invest into making the holding cell more comfortable or more discomfortable. For the perpetrator they're holding, invest into teaching the people our rights.
Yeah.
Invest into teaching the Gambia police force how to arrest, how to
deal with
the
these
citizens,
communities,
how to deal with community problems. Gis nga dara su xewé ci community balaa ngeen di dem ci nit yi dem leen uti magi community bi ngeen waxa moom rek taf meeting dafay am lu nekk dafay seeda comme na ku nekk leera boobu soo xamee ne yéen a wrong nangu leen waaye bu leen xaar ba dëkk bi door di taaka ngeen di wax ne déedéet def leen déedéet comme the commissioners and I'm pretty sure they have TikTok pages. That's the same thing we have pages to share about. My own 2 cents that I want to give to you people is create departments to be able to teach your staff on how to handle humans, because more Gambians on how to handle humans. Nit dafa am noko approaché. Nit dafa am noko waxal. Just because yaa ngi sol uniform boobu doesn't give you the right to call me fucking or to tell me
I'm an idiot, I'm this or that,
or I'm stupid or da. No. Ba pare da ngeen need to understand yéen mi nekk di taxaw si tali bi. Di seet Kate. Soo ñëwee comme nga ne ma good afternoon ma comme kooku lu mu defal lika good afternoon ma can I see your papers please? Ma enu suma kayit man dama dem school ma enu suma kayit ma jox la ma pare man la jëf man la mooy neex ma xool suma two aaj ma dankal loko ma jox la you understand because dama feel ne man suma salary moo tane sa salary te yow da nga noonu ko am njaboot ma may la
and you're under the hot sun.
du mandatory da ngeen nit pour understand te ngeen bàyyi so leen jàppee nit pour dara jàppaleen ko ngeen yóbbu ko through like channels. If you guys want change, it needs to start with you guys. Don't make a video preach where your brothers keep away and y'all not keeping data for us.
Not a damn
You're saying
thing.
this
They're doing something else.
Okay, man, drive. Ku nekk suma gannaaw headlights, backlights, it ain't even working. Because kooku dafa ñëw rek daaje jox la aaj mu romba. Okay, man mi nga xam ne nag maa ngi am suma kayit yëpp nga ma faaray ak wax. Te kele jox na la aaj. It doesn't work like that. Comme neen jàppalante.
Like let's be consistent.
Let's be consistent. Internet bi dafa yomba léegi. Yéen sa police force bi you don't even need to do a lot of research.
You really don't.
Just go to ChatGPT or whatever and type, please give me a write-up on how my police should start behaving in a country that da. And it's going to give you a whole write-up.
Or you can even copy from the other countries too and get out from stuff from there.
Things like let's learn. Wouldn't just buga elevate si halis. Let's elevate as a community. Comme nen bu ne nekk di wax okay man lii gis naa ko out du ma ko def out or whatever like let's learn as a community. Ñun benn leen xam nga wax bi si tribalism leen ko jógee ñu ngi nii si police brutality ñun ñëpp benn leen Omar boobu booy xool sa soo xoolee am na benn oncle am bu nekk si police force bi soo xoolee am na benn néebo yam bu nekk si police soo lii yëpp duñu dee yóbbu fenn ñun Gambia kenn eniwut fetel kenn eniwut lii kenn eniwut lele so let's find a better approach into approaching people who we say they committed crimes or did something nen def
don't dehumanize them.
Okay dem nga pour arrest kii mun loo ko arrest boo xanaa yéen mun leen dukat man loolu laa mun ta understand xanaa yéen mun leen dukat ku bañee dukat leen ko ngeen yóbbu ko waaye kii bugg a téye fii kii bugg a téye fii kii bugg a woon ne ok man suma daala bi moo gën a dëgër kaar ma mount ko man suma daala bi comme boy seen daala yooyu dafa dëgër dafa métti comme ba sound leen ñun
I see what they be
thank you ñun ak yéen benn leen ñun ñoo tax ngeen toog fa ñun Gambien yi ñoo leen di fay soo leen mënutee def nanka ak ñun
go find another job bro.
Simple. If you don't have the heart to be in healthcare or be a police officer, go find another job. Exactly. If you don't say you don't get compassion.
Exactly.
Imagine if you were in military barracks, you go kill us.
They would. Sure, they wouldn't even hesitate. Gone out. But yeah. So but anyways, to wrap it all up, I just feel like we are stronger together, but only if we value each other's humanity.
Yes.
That is where I think that's what it is. For me, that's how I grew up.
Value humanity.
You're human first before I even think about how we're different. And for me, I love learning from other people and stuff like that. It makes it fun, like different opinions, different cultures and stuff like that. You learn a lot and which is you. You know what I'm saying? So, we just want to say,
let's do better.
Let's do better. I feel like we all lose if we're all divided.
Yep.
And I feel like also with Omar Badjie's death, may you rest in peace. I hope you'll find.
I actually pray he gets the justice that he deserves.
And I hope his family, family, finds peace, and I hope also they're able to find justice and find the answers from all of
God's
this.
Grace, inshallah.
And I think this protest also reminds us that with injustice, like it doesn't care about tribe.
No.
And neither should our fight for justice. So I feel like if we come together, I feel like we're gonna build a better, safer Gambia. then maybe, you know, our differences will just make us stronger.
It's in our hands.
It's in our hands. That's all I must say.
It is in our hands.
So I just think that we need to do better. I think we need to be more empathetic. I think we need to stop looking at people as if they look at them first as our Gambian people, our fellow human beings. That's all I gotta say about that. Do you guys have any?
It's sad.
Do you guys have any last thoughts? Any closing thoughts before we wrap up today's episode? I know when you think about it, it can really weigh you down. To be honest,
it just
can.
changed my whole mood.
Sorry.
Because xale bu góor bi xam nga soo xoolee xale bu góor boobu di nga xam ne ko dafa am future.
Yeah.
They go just dog.
They
shot. Because man am raka bu góor. You see,
Yeah,
but
same.
when these things happen,
He's just about the same age as my younger brother. Just about.
So halaate loolu nga xalaat ne okay, today is him. You don't know.
You don't know tomorrow.
The boys see ni fu nekk lañ dee nekk.
Yeah, and they be chilling. Most of them just be chilling.
Honestly, they be chilling.
They be chilling. They're just they're trying to make their life better. They're trying to, bro. You're gonna go camping, playing football.
Ni ñoo gën a discipline.
Thank you.
Because all they want to do,
Thank you.
all they want to do is wake up at
You
5
need
in
to
the
get a
morning,
Exactly.
go and train. They
Exactly.
don't even be smoking. The ones that actually want a future
Exactly.
in sports,
Exactly.
they don't even be doing all
Exactly.
of that.
Exactly.
Da nga gis seen xarit yi campé ñoom ñu
Exactly.
yoo leen ko fa nanka ñu ne ëllëg dama am train.
Exactly.
Suma raka si kër bi, suma ko
Exactly.
yónnee, dama ne hey man dama war a teel ëllëg dama am train. Like they have a passion going on.
Yo so pare nga ne youth yi nekkuñ di liggéey na woon it ñu ngay try and then you do
Trying to
this
make
and then
a name for themselves, trying to make it.
What do you expect from us? Man like I said, am I am raka bu góor mu ngi génn every guddi or day or whatever mu ngi dem def soxla moon benn time am na benn time nga amee issue boobu noonu si marché bi parce que moom foofu la dee liggéey and he was taking in as well. Door nañ ko 102 kañ ko xam nga mu ñëw xam nga complain ni ma ne ko ne yow de yaay oytu rek at the end of the day as much as ne neexut ba neexut waaye ñun ñoo war a oytu now fii ñu ni neen ñoo war a bàyyalante xel di dimbalante su fekkee ne gis nga sa brother or whatever mu si benn situation nga gis ne mu nga faa di niñ dimbalante.
You know, you can help the person, help them.
That's what we have to do. Man balaa maa ñëw sa paa bi si koñ bi try na ba jéem a settle down issue ma ñëw seet fekk mu ne ma xay paa bi moom a dimbal that's because ñun neen lañ amante paa boobu noonu beneen tribe la moom beneen tribe seetul loolu waaye mu ngi xool ne kii suma doom la te kii suma nee boppi doomam la so the only thing I could do is help him out.
Thank you.
yaayam nekku fa
Thank you.
nekk na foofu as papa ñun loolu moo gën a nekk important ñuy bàyyante xel te ñu Gambia police ñu xam ne tamit lii is a lesson lii dafa nekk loo xamante ne waruñoo nangu muy repeat boppam ñun ay xale lañ
Gambien bi démb ak Gambien bi tey
dafa utee
And the percentage of the youth, we a lot of, there's a lot of, I don't know what the exact percentage is in this country. They're not going to moon, they're going to tell you what's up.
This limo la one example.
The young people that are getting married are telling their husband, talk less of us, the ones that
at the end of the day, you cannot
outside.
come and kill yourself.
You cannot come and kill yourself.
But yeah.
Please let us just do better.
And you know,
naka la ñoo mëna jéema dimbale ñu jànga ñu gën a ubbi xam nga maybe ñu nekk si dëkk bi xam nga soo génnu tam dañuy wane nit ku génnul bu baax tamit mooy loolu doo di xam lu bari si fekkee dañu war a commencé di leen génnee ñu dem gis ñëwaat ñu def loolu su ko jaree waaye ñu oytu tamit ñu xam ne mbiri life la tamit lii nekkul comme ay xaar oo mooy loolu yéen mi nekk si Gambia da ngeen am ay doom
exactly
so imagine su fekkee sa doom moo nekkoon tey booy bi yéen a ngi kii yaayam a papaam tee ñu toogee ñu ma yàlla rek ko xam rakkaam tee mu ngi joxe mun ta wax bu tam yaa ngi fees te su nekkoon yow tee nga wax ne ñëpp a ngi am ay doom
exactly
te mun naa nekk seen doom yi parce que mun nañoo romba si koñ gaay di nekk di réer ñu réeraale ko def ko lu garaan ëllëg si biir nga wax ne su ma yëgoon so ne leen war a bàyyi xel àdduna dafa gudda tànka ñu xam ne Gambie bi ñu ñoo ko moom kenn moomu ko kenn du jóge si biti ñu dem ko ñoo defara ñun mi nekk fii
exactly
ñu ñoo ko de si bii your brother's keeper
loolu
la ñu war a nekk at bi that's all I gotta see man naa ne daal daw na yaram trop
for Omar's case
and the countless cases that we don't even know about.
Thank you, be more fair.
The countless cases we don't even know, sir.
I pray he finds peace
I pray
wherever
that
he is.
I mean
because he deserves it.
He deserves it.
He encountered something that he never calculated for.
And he had a painful ending to a very short life.
Ending mooy loolu daal yal na ko yàlla xaare aljana ba pare lépp lu mu teg si kawam yal na oyof.
Amiin
but for Gambia Police Force lu ma leen di ñaan rek benn wala du ñaar. We are humans. We need to uniform rek ngeen sol waaye soo leen simee uniform boobu ñu ñëpp benn leen.
Yeah.
So su leen joxee that right of wearing that uniform to take care of us. Toppatoo leen ñu. Toppatoo leen ñu ñun ngeen di toppatoo ñun ñoo tax ngeen toog foofu. Be there for us. And we'll respect you.
Exactly.
Respect is not given, it's earned. And you guys don't have the Gambians' respect. So gisee Gambian bi mun a génn def lu mooy def because respectuñ leen yéen a tax respectuñ leen am na yeneen dëkk am na luy xew kenn du ne pim kenn du ne pam because yow den respect seen police force yi because seen police force yi den leen won ne we are your go-to yéen nag GPF wonu leen ñu ne we are your go-to léegi dara dafay xew sax dangay sidee all police yi because dangay police yi nga ko wax crime mun a angul na yónni town trip yónni taxi mu ñëw jël si ñu or something like that loolu yëpp waru fa dem so please let's make the Gambia a safer place for us and you people, not from just we're not asking you guys to just protect us from the people outside. Protect us from yourselves too. Hence, you guys are a threat to us. Protect us from yourselves.
And take accountability for the people that are within each of these police forces too.
Them in school.
And set an example.
Kusi gena nyaka dem school learn na stop na grade 6 mun na read. So lang ko binale the police are not supposed to be mean to the civilians. Every day
supposed to do self-control and things like that. But yeah, you know, this was this was definitely a heavy topic.
Intense.
For sure. So I would hope that this is I hope as you guys are watching this, I would hope that
don't take it wrong.
Don't take it wrong. We say this from a place of love and wanting the changes and stuff like that. So, you know, what's it called? So again, we need to do better, Sha. That's all I would say. But again, shout out to Ladour.
Thank you, Ladour.
We love you so much. We're hoping that you'll be able to come on the show and stuff like that. One day. So
you can tell us about
tell us exactly.
They already have. They have
you know the vibes. You know. Look, I hope you guys will come and compliment me in this comment section. Or compliments, and y'all need to support her, please. She's one of us.
She's one of the few Gambians, or she's the only Gambian I know for now that makes glasses.
Yeah, and it's actually very much what's it called? She's very environmentally conscious as well. So shout out to you, Nyanya, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next episode.
To you doing better, to you doing more advocating.
Yes,
making statements.
Exactly.
Ludor.
So we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Let's do better.
Let's do better. We hope that this will start a conversation, and you guys will think about how, rethink about your biases, relearn, unlearn certain things. So Sha. Catch us next time. We love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Mwah.
Bye.